Alright, this is part 3. I have 35 minutes on my phone. I'll talk for the remaining 30 minutes, and I'll end the video after 30 minutes. I'm tired. I might either go to bed after this and just upload it and watch it with you guys, or I can watch the video after. No, I'll watch it afterward. That way, when I wake up, I can make my video right away. I don't take up time, obviously. Chances are I'm gonna wake up around 4 or 5 o'clock again today. Last thing I want to do is wake up and watch the video for an hour and a half, and it's like 6 o'clock. And then by the time I make my video, it's like already 8, 9. You see what I'm saying, huh? I don't have enough time to watch my videos. That's why I'll watch it. Every time I make my videos early in the morning, I always watch it right after on my TV. I watch it before you guys watch it, obviously. And then once my step parents reconnect the internet, obviously, I will upload the video for you guys to watch early this morning. I don't know, around 7, 8, 9 o'clock, I'll upload it for you guys to watch, obviously. You guys better enjoy my interesting listening series while you still can. I know my videos are interesting. You better enjoy it while you still can. I'm going to keep saying this. Because once I get that check, and I see my wife after 30 years, yeah, peace out. I'm taking off the throne with her, and I'm going to travel around the world, buy my nice clothes, buy my jet, my yacht, build my dream 107-minute condo, obviously with my wife, and what? I'm going to plant skies with George Lucas. I'm going to make my Last of Us movie project. And then those actors are lucky. They're going to be part of my movie, obviously. And Peter Jackson and McGister are lucky. They're going to get to direct my movie, and they're going to be saved, obviously. But after the movie's done, the journey ends, and they're going to go back to Hollywood being the side attention, being left behind, working in Hollywood. You see what I'm saying? That's why they're going to really, really beg money. That's been crazy. Because they'd rather work for me than work in Hollywood. You see what I'm saying? Once they experience Skyscraper, yeah, Ivan Skyscraper's company is better than Hollywood. I had a much better experience working for his company than I did working in Hollywood. You see what I'm saying? Ivan spoiled the shit out of me, man. Like, he gave me like all you can eat fucking buffet every day for during production. So while the actors are working, they're getting a nice they're getting a nice check. They're also getting fed like nice food, man. Nice all you can eat sliders. Like you know how you have McDoubles, cheeseburgers at McDonald's? Yeah, sliders like that, man. Yeah, nice sliders like that. You see what I'm saying? Nice sliders like that, man. Yeah, man. All you can eat pizza, nice thin crust pizza with your garlic sauce, poutine, nice breaded crispy fries poutine. Yeah, they got spoiled, man. You know what I'm saying? All you can eat ribs and wings. Teriyaki mixed with fried rice, with a huge salad bar, potato salad, macaroni salad, coleslaw. Corn, peas, you know what I'm saying, cucumbers, carrots, sushi, all that nice stuff. Yeah, man. Broccoli, all that nice stuff. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They got spoiled. Well, yeah, man, for Ivan's World Tour, I flew privately on his private jet. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And I stayed at nice luxury hotels during the world tour. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and I had like 24/7 limo services for me for all the cities I went to. Every time I wanted to go buy clothes at the store or go see a movie on theaters, I had limo services take me there. Yeah, I experienced a crazy fame with the fans, crazy fame even when I got for Hollywood. Yeah, I even charged all the venues. I made like $200,000 in speaking fees. Yeah, man. Ivan's company's better in Hollywood. Yeah, my company's better in Hollywood, man. Because chances are I'm going to speak at a good probably 70 places around the world around there. Something crazy. You're looking at like a lot, I don't know, 50, 60, 70 places around the world I'm going to speak at for the World Tour for Zanus. Something crazy. 100 may be a bit too much, but you're probably looking at least 50, 60, 70 places I'm going to speak at. I'm gonna be busy for like 2.5 months straight, man. Something crazy. Yeah, man. And if I charge the venues, the actors are gonna make their nights like 150,000 plus in speaking fees. Nice paycheck, obviously. You know, Ivan's Company's better in Hollywood, man. Hey, how was it, man? Yeah, Ivan's Company's better in Hollywood, man. I had a blast, man. You're gonna see Peter Jackson bragging, yeah, Ivan's Company's better in fucking Hollywood. I had a much better experience working in his movie than I did fucking working for Warner Bros. And New Line Cinema for Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Hollywood's cheap compared to Ivan's Company, man. They serve us shittier food. Hollywood serves them pretty good food, obviously. I'm pretty sure sometimes Hollywood serves the actors pretty good food because they have big budgets, obviously. But because Hollywood's cheaper, they're cheaper than me, obviously. They're not going to serve them the kind of food I'm serving them. Hollywood does not serve the actors like all you can drink milkshake and like Coke vending machines. No, chances are for their drinks, they probably give them maybe maybe a can of pop or something like that. For me, I'm gonna have like a vending machine, and I'm giving them all you can drink milkshake. Sometimes the actors probably serves sometimes Hollywood probably serves the actors like soft drinks, like maybe cans of Coke and all stuff when they eat. And they probably sometimes they might order pizza for the actors and that kind of stuff. I'm saying I'm pretty sure sometimes Hollywood serves the actors pretty good some nice food, obviously sometimes. But from what I've seen behind the scenes, guys, of Star Wars and Lord of the Rings, they don't get served like luxury food. No, they get served like meat, potatoes, and like pasta and that kind of stuff. Pretty good food, obviously, not bad food. But I'm not a fan of that steak stuff. No, man, that's cheaper food. Serve them luxury food like sliders, you know what I'm saying? Pizza, poutine, nice breaded crispy fries poutine, nice ribs and wings, nice fried rice, and nice like teriyaki meats. And nice like what? Salad. You see what I'm saying? Serve them that nice food, that way they what? That way they work hard for you, obviously. And that way, if you want your company to be better than Hollywood and compete with Hollywood, you gotta have Sky Source be represented very well. Okay, you pay the actors their millions, more than even what Hollywood pays on average. Pay the crewmen their $100,000, more than what Hollywood pays on average. Have bigger budgets. That way you have better quality movies in Hollywood. That way you compete. That way your company's better in Hollywood. Feed the actors top high end food. That way your company's better than the Hollywood companies. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, man. If you do that, the actors are all going to be shocked. Fly the actors proudly on your jet. Don't fly them commercial. That way your company is better than Hollywood. As for Hollywood, when the actors sign contracts, chances are they fly them commercial. They fly the actors privately sometimes, probably, but like I'm flying all the actors and crewmen privately. I'm chartering all the planes for the crewmen when they're flown to Switzerland. I'm not going to have them fly commercial. No, I'll rent out like 10 planes, and you give the crewmen VIP, and they fly privately to Switzerland. That way they work harder for you. Don't fly them commercial, and the actors you fly them privately. Just when they sign the contracts, when they go on the world tour. If you're gonna go on the world tour, you never ever have the actors fly commercial. No, you wear them out, have them fly privately VIP on your jet. Me and VJ have two jets. We can easily fly all the actors and directors and all them on our jets. That way they're not worn out. If you fly them commercial for a world tour, you're gonna wear the actors. You're gonna be worn out, man. Waiting in hours in line every fucking day. No, man. Have them fly privately on your jet. See what I'm saying? Have them fly privately on your jet. You know what I'm saying? Have them fly privately on your jet, the actors and directors and all them. You know what I'm saying? I'll talk for a good 21 minutes here and I'll end the video, guys. And I'll watch the video on my TV with my Chromecast, obviously, and then I'm fucking tired. I didn't sleep yesterday because VJ's crying was really annoying. I rested in my bed, obviously, but I couldn't sleep. I rested on my bed. I went to bed around like 9 o'clock yesterday in the morning, and I rested in my bed till 4, and I couldn't sleep. And whenever I can't sleep, I just listen to music while I rest. It helps me with VJ's crying, because VJ's crying is really, really annoying, man. She cries all night long, and she annoys my fucking sleep. She doesn't care. I don't care if I ruin your sleep. I fucking hate seeing Helen. I'm fucking desperate. Yeah, she's desperate. And she doesn't care about ruining my sleep, obviously. Like, she cries for hours. And, yeah, I mean, I don't care if I ruin your sleep. I'm going to cry and annoy you every night. Yeah, she fucking pisses me off. VJ doesn't care about me. She only cares about herself. The fact that she fucks men behind my back, I'm going to preach here. The fact that VJ fucks men behind my back every week, obviously, and she cries to me all night and annoys me, that's how you know VJ is just something else, man. She's a fucking crazy woman. She pisses me off, man. So this is your logic, VJ. You constantly fuck men behind my back, and then you cry to me in the night and annoy myself and say you love me. So I'm gonna ask you this question for you. Do you really love me or not? Because if you really, really love me, you wouldn't constantly take off your clothes and fuck all these men behind my back, and you keep doing it. You know, I mean, I can't help it. I'm a fucking whore, and these men are animals. You're never gonna know what happens between me and these men. So you're selfish. So you what? You constantly fuck men behind my back in Hollywood when I'm not looking, obviously. Well, I stay faithful to you, and at nighttime when the one thing I ask is for a peaceful fucking sleep, and you can't even give me that. You annoy me all night long and cry to me every night because you see hell, and you annoy my fucking sleep because you're fucking selfish, man. It's a selfish thing, it's an evil thing what VJ's doing. That's why you turned my wife into a crazy whore bitch, man. You turned VJ into a crazy bitch. That's the definition of a bitch. A woman who what? Who gets her full cake, obviously. VJ wants her full cake, obviously. She's crazy, obviously. Yeah, I love fucking all these men. I love it I love getting the attention. All these men want me, you know what I'm saying? I love fucking them. But at the same time, I love Ivan, and I'm gonna annoy his sleep and cry every night and say I love him too, because she's fucking crazy, man. And she pisses me off. That's why every night when I sleep, I just ignore her. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna ignore this stupid woman, because this woman's fucking annoying. She pisses me off, man. Yep. And it finally hit me. I'm like, oh my god, if I don't die, Victoria Justice's crying will never end, man. It's gonna go on forever. Because VJ is that crazy. She's a crazy woman. Yeah, man. I'm like, look, man, if you touch my wife and she sees hell, she's gonna become a crazy woman. She will cry all night long and annoy her husband every day for years, man. VJ has been crying every night, every day since 2019, guys. You do the math, man. So you have 2019, 2020, she's been crying every night. Every night, guys. All 2019, she's been crying. All 2020, she's been crying. Every night. 2021, that's 3 years, guys. 2021, she cried every night. And this year, she's been crying every night. Obviously. You see what I'm saying? Crying every night or fucking another man. Because sometimes when I sleep, I hear her moaning sometimes. So sometimes at nighttime, she fucks men, obviously, at night, late at night. But most of the time, when I hear the heartbeat, it's her crying. Obviously, she's in her room and she tries to sleep. Obviously, she dreams about me and I run away and then she sees hell and she goes crazy and she cries all night long. She's crazy, obviously. I guarantee you, VJ's family are fucking. Oh my god, this woman's crazy. What am I gonna do with VJ? Yeah, that's why I put the rule: don't touch VJ, man. You touch her, she's gonna be a crazy bitch, man. And she's gonna cry every night and annoy her family and annoy me. I guarantee VJ's family they're very annoyed by VJ. Oh my god, VJ is shut the fuck up, VJ. You're fucking crazy, man. Yeah. That's why I put that rule, don't touch VJ. She's a crazy woman, man. My wife is crazy, man. If you touch her, she'll be a crazy woman and she'll cry all night long. Non-stop, like all night long from like 1 to 12 o'clock in the morning, all the way to like 7, sometimes 6, 7, 8, 9 in the morning, she cries. Even 10 in the morning, even 11. Even up to sometimes she even cries up to what? Up to the afternoon. She's crazy, man. Yeah, man. She's a crazy woman. I told you, don't touch VJ. She's crazy. You see what I'm saying? And you guys touch her anyways, knowing that she would cry these heavy tears and have to die. So you guys touched my wife knowing VJ would cry these heavy, heavy tears every day for years, obviously, and you knew would have to suffer death and cry heavy tears, and you touched her anyways. That's how I know you guys are wicked people. You don't have a moral code. You just don't care. You break every moral code in the book when it comes to me and VJ. You're crazy people, man. You're not even gonna mess with VJ, man. Anyways, going back to Peter Jackson and McGibson, I'll talk for a good 60 minutes here, and I'll end the video here, guys. So Peter Jackson and McGibson are going to have to compete for that directing job. Peter Jackson and McGibson are going to have to compete for that directing job, obviously. And whoever's chosen, they're gonna be the boss of my movie, me and VJ's movie. Yeah, peace out. and they're gonna be the executive. They're gonna be the executive producers, co-writer, and director of my last Lord of the Rings movie. And I'll give them full power for my movie, just like Peter Jackson had full power for Lord of the Rings. I'll give him full power for Zanus. He'll be the boss of my movie. He'll be even the boss over my 17. Give him power. That way he what? Peter Jackson will be like, Ivan, if you want me to direct your movie, you have to give me full power. Yeah, Peter, I'll give you full power. You'll be the boss over my 17, and you'll be the boss over all the crewmen in Switzerland, all the Lord of the Rings crewmen. Just like you were the boss in Lord of the Rings, I'll give you power. You're the boss over my last Lord of the Rings movie. It's your movie, Peter. It's my movie, but it's also your movie, Peter. You see what I'm saying? Just like Lord of the Rings was Peter Jackson's baby. Lord of the Rings is Peter Jackson's baby. It's his movie. Last of the Rings will be Peter Jackson's baby too. Will be his movie too. Hence why he won't tell me that Zanus will be better than Lord of the Rings, because he doesn't want to compete with his own masterpiece of Lord of the Rings. You see what I'm saying? But Peter Jackson's not stupid. Once he reads the book, we're like, yeah. If Ivan puts $98 million towards this, he puts all this money towards special effects, set building, costumes, armor, weapons, machine for the mask, the extras, the IMAX cameras, and he pays all the actors their millions. They're rich millions, the crewmen, they're rich hundreds of thousands of dollars. You know what I'm saying? They're going to work hard for me, obviously. I can't see what Lord of the Rings topping this kind of story. But it'll be close, man. Lord of the Rings and Zanus will be very, very close. But Zanus will beat it out by a margin. Because I am acting in the movie, guys. I'm acting as the lead as the role of Takis, man. Me acting in the movie makes the movie that much better. You see what I'm saying? Because I have a unique presence on the screen. Whereas all these Lord of the Rings actors do not have a unique presence on the screen. They're all normal people. They're all normal. Don't hate me, guys. All these actors in Hollywood are all normal on the screen, whereas Ivan O'Meara is not normal. He's abnormal because I'm the son of. I have the God gene. I have a unique presence on the screen. VJ is not normal either. VJ what? VJ has a unique presence on screen. VJ doesn't have the kind of presence I have. Don't hate me, VJ. Yeah, I'm ultimately the main show. But VJ has a unique presence on the screen too. I saw her in Eye Candy. I'm like, who the heck? There's a reason why I was drawn to her. I'm like, who's this chick? She's fucking hot. She's unique, obviously. There's something unique about VJ when she acts, obviously. See what I'm saying? She has unique presence. That's why what? Me and VJ acting in the movie will make the movie that much better. You're gonna see VJ as Lithia. Oh my god, VJ is perfect for Lithia. VJ has a unique presence on the screen for Lithia, yeah. Picture something like, Arwen in Lord of the Rings? Think something like that for Lithia. For Zanus. You know how Arwen is the what? Arwen is the niece of King Theoden, I believe? Or a cousin, I think. Arwen is a niece of King Theoden. Obviously. And Aemir is a nephew of King Theoden, and Aemir is Arwen's brother, and what? Aemir is Arwen's brother, and Arwen is Aemir's sister. You see what I'm saying? Their sisters, brother and sister, obviously, and King Theoden is their uncle, obviously, and what? And yeah, you know how you have Arwen. You know how you had Arwen you had Arwen in Two Towers and Return of the King. You had her in the movie, obviously. She loves Aragorn, obviously. Well, think of somebody like that for Lithia. You know how Arwen is like a sweetheart in the movie. Yeah, think of something like that for VJ, the role of Lithia in my movie. She wears this nice dress. You know what I'm saying? She's what? Lithia is not royalty, obviously, because Eli is not royalty, obviously, but Eli is the leader of Saphias, and Lithia is the daughter of Eli. And Eli is powerful. Eli is the most powerful man in Saphias. He's the leader of Saphias. He's rich, and Lithia is the daughter of Eli, and she's rich too. Just like Arwen in Lord of the Rings is rich too, obviously. She's rich, obviously. She's what? She's part of the royal family, obviously. King Theoden's niece. You see what I'm saying? Think something like that for Lithia. With what? Think something like that. Think something like that for Lithia with in Zanus for like the actor for Arwen. Think something like that for Lithia. She wears this nice dress. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Obviously. And for Tactius, think something like Aragorn, kind of. Except Tactius is younger than Aragorn. Aragorn is like in his 80s in the movie, obviously. But think something like, you know how Aragorn is, you know how Aragorn has his long hair and he's a bass fighter. Think something like similar like that for Tactius. Obviously, you know what I'm saying? He's looking at an amazing movie, man. That's why Zane's and Lord of the Rings will be very, very close. But I told you, I wrote a masterpiece and I finished the Lord of the Rings series. All I have left to read is the appendices, obviously, of Return of the King, which I'll read, obviously. I read the book, and I'm telling you right now, my book is better than J.R.R. Tolkien's Lord of the Rings. But Lord of the Rings will have the richer speech and the richer world building than Zanus for the movie, obviously. But Zanus will have the richer story. And it'll have the better action sequences, better world building, and even a more formidable villain. You have Eretat. Like if you think Sauron is badass, Eretat will make Sauron look good. As Sauron isn't really a villain in the story. It's more the ring. The ring is more of the villain. The ring is like the antagonist of the story, pretty much. Because the ring connects to Sauron. If you destroy the one ring, Sauron is destroyed, obviously. Sauron is not really a villain in Lord of the Rings. The ring is more of a villain. You see what I'm saying here? Whereas Zanus, you have Eretat, who's a walking devil himself on the screen. That's why you're looking. Eretat's a more formidable opponent than Sauron. You see what I'm saying? You have Eretat. You have a fool, his son. Obviously, you have his demon crows. Obviously, you also have Morale, the general of the army. You have Bull, the pit watcher. You also have Ephesus, the king bad of the mountains. And you have his demon wolf army. Remember that scene in Two Towers when Saruman, he's like, you shall march to Helm's Deep. He's like, leave none alive. You know what I'm saying? You saw the 10,000 orcs, like, you know what I'm saying? Holy shit, that's freaky. Well, think something crazier than that. Eretat has a 25,000 wolf army. So think, what you saw for Two Towers, think more than double that for the army of Eretat. And they march, I won't spoil for you. They fight Tachys and all at the end of Volume 3. Think of a more badass war than Helm's Deep. Yeah, man. That's why Zanes will top out Lord of the Rings, man. It will top it out. And I'm acting as the role of Tactius. You're going to see me kicking ass in the story. I'm playing the role of Prince Tactius. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and because I have a unique presence on the screen, it'll make the story that much more powerful. And Eretat is the walking devil himself incarnate. So horrific that you guys are going to cry. You guys might even cry when you see when you see him on the screen. You're gonna feel for me and the men, man. Oh my god, I feel for Ivan and those men and the woman. Eretat and them are fucking devils. Yeah, man. Remember the scene when Saruman says you shall march to Helm's Deep in Two Towers? You saw the orc army, you kind of felt for Aragorn and all the men. Holy shit, man, I feel bad for them. Yeah. Well, think of something 3 times that for Zanus. Eretat and them were demons and devils. They're walking demons and devils. You see what I'm saying? And that's like Peter Jackson. He won't tell me that Zanus will take the edge of Lord of the Rings, but Peter Jackson's not stupid. When he reads my book, that thought will cross his mind. Oh my god. Ivan wrote a masterpiece even better than J.R.R. Tolkien's Lord of the Rings. Yeah, I see Ivan's point now. If Ivan puts $980 million towards this kind of story, unheard of world building better than Avatar and Lord of the Rings, action sequences better than Lord of the Rings, think of that. If you thought the Helm's Deep War was amazing, think something better than that for Zanus, because I'm pouring so much money towards special effects. And the wolves and devils and all of them are the wolves and them are all demons. The wolves and bats are demons and devils, and you adapt this kind of story. I can't see Lord of the Rings topping it. No, I can't. So the only way Lord of the Rings can top Zanus is if you don't do it right. If you don't do it right, obviously, Lord of the Rings could perhaps top Zanus. If you make Zanus for $200 million and you have Eretat be a PG-13 wolf, and you don't have me acting in the story, obviously, and you make a lot of changes to the story, the high chances Lord of the Rings can top Zanus, the Zanus movie, obviously. It'll be close, but Lord of the Rings will probably top it. Because Lord of the Rings, the movie, is a tough franchise to top, man. It's a masterpiece, man. So if you want to have Zanus top Lord of the Rings, you have to do everything. You have to be careful. You have to do everything right. Plan your story. You know what I'm saying? Work really hard. Follow the story. Don't change a bunch of stuff in the story. Have me acting it, obviously, to make the story better, obviously. And pour unheard amount of money towards the beings. Don't have Eretat be a werewolf or a wolf with 4 legs. Have him be a wolf with human features like the wolves in Lord of the Rings. Like that devil being Annabelle. You know how that devil being Annabelle is like it looks like a demon, but he has human features? Yeah, something like that for Eretat. You know what I'm saying? Pay the actors their millions, that way they work harder for you, get a better movie, and pay the crewmen their a lot of money, That way they work harder for you, and that way you get a better movie. I know what I'm doing. You see what I'm saying? But I told you, as long as me and Peter Jackson follow the story of Zanus, the book, you will get a masterpiece of a script. Because Zanus is the story flows perfectly. It's a masterpiece, Zanus. Even Peter Jackson will tell you, yeah, Ivan, all we have to do is just follow your book and you'll get an amazing movie. And we can add a good 20% of details for the dialogue and scenes to make the story more interesting. Add more scenes with Eretat to make it more interesting. Add more scenes with Tactius, with Job, with Tacitonius, with Papyri, with Eli, with Cornelius, with Lithius. Add some more scenes to make the story more interesting, obviously, but follow a good 70, 75 to 80% of the story. Yeah, Peter, I don't mind us changing 30% of stuff in the story to make it more interesting, but let's follow a good 7% of the story. Let's not change a bunch of stuff like you did for Lord of the Rings. You see what I'm saying here? Follow the story, guys. Story. That way you get a good movie. That way you get a masterpiece. And Peter Jackson and Gibson, they can see the future. They already know how good my movie will be. You guys can see the future. You know. Yeah, we know. We know Zanus will be a masterpiece, Ivan. Yeah, you're looking at a masterpiece, guys. But Zanus and Lord of the Rings will be close, man. They're going to be very, very close. Because Lord of the Rings is a masterpiece. I watched Two Towers and Fellowship of the Ring a couple days ago. I might watch Return of the King tomorrow, but Return of the King really, really pisses me off. That's why I might just continue my Obi-Wan series tomorrow. I can't stand watching Return of the King. It really, really pisses me off. And then after, I might perhaps watch The Hobbit. Watch the first two movies. I might rewatch Unexpected Journey and Desolation of Smaug. But I don't like Battle of the Five Armies. You see what I'm saying here? I thought that was pretty bad, obviously. Yeah. I told you, because Peter Jackson has an ego, he won't tell me that Zanus will be better than his Lord of the Rings masterpiece because he doesn't want to compete with his own movie. Because if I hire Peter Jackson does not want to compete. Ivan, I don't want to compete with my Lord of the Rings movie. Zanus is Zanus, Lord of the Rings is Lord of the Rings. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't want to compete with his Lord of the Rings movie, obviously. But because it's his movie, he doesn't want to fuck up my masterpiece. That's why Peter Jackson will work really, really hard for my movie, because he doesn't want to fuck up my masterpiece, obviously. He doesn't want to go down as a director who fucked up Ivan's masterpiece. Oh my god, Ivan made the wrong choice. He should have hired Mel Gibson, or Ivan should have directed the movie himself. He shouldn't have hired Peter Jackson. Peter Jackson fucked up his Zanus. Or Peter Jackson does not want to go down as a director who fucked up my masterpiece. Because Peter Jackson pretty much fucked up The Hobbit, right? The Hobbit book was good, I heard, and the movies weren't that great. Because Warner Bros. Fucked everything up. They messed everything up. They brought in Peter Jackson last minute, and they gave him 3 months to prepare, and he winged it, hence why the movies weren't that great. They were okay, the first two, but the third movie was terrible. The third movie was not a good movie. Battle of Five Armies was not great. You see what I'm saying? I saw it in theaters, and I was bored to death. It was not a good movie. Desolation of Smaug was pretty good on theaters, but Battle of Five Armies I did not like on theaters. You see what I'm saying? But Guillermo del Toro might tell me, yeah, I read your book, man. You know what I'm saying? If you put $80 million towards this kind of story, you know what I'm saying? You act as a lead as Prince Tactius, obviously kicking ass in the movie. You pour $400 million towards your CGI technology for the world building, better than Avatar and Lord of the Rings. The action sequences better than the Helm's Deep battle, obviously. And the wolves and bats 3 times scarier than the beings in Lord of the Rings. The Ringwraiths and the Uruk-hai in Lord of the Rings, obviously. You know what I'm saying? I could picture the scenes on my mind. I can't. I think your story will take the edge, Ivan. Yeah. Zanus is a better story than J.R.R. Tolkien's Lord of the Rings. But Lord of the Rings has the richer speech. And the richer... Lord of the Rings has very, very rich speech. So rich. The speech is so rich that what? It's J.R.R. Tolkien's a genius, man. The speech of Lord of the Rings is beyond rich, man. You have... shields shall be splintered. Swords shall be shaken. You know what I'm saying? A sword day. A red day. Ere the sun rises. I'm saying, it's very, very rich, man. You know what I'm saying? It has rich. Zanus has rich speech too, obviously, but it's not as rich as Lord of the Rings. But the story is richer when you read it. When you read it, Zanus has the richer story. The story flows better. You're more hooked. It's more fresh. Whereas Lord of the Rings is a bit more dry. Sometimes the story is all over the place because J.R.R. Tolkien describes all these lands in every page. But the dialogue and the world building stands out more than my book. You see what I'm saying? But the world building in my book stands out too. Because Zanus is what? The world building in my book stands out too, obviously, but not on the same level as Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings world building stands out like crazy. The world building of Lord of the Rings stands out so much it feels like history, man. It feels like you're there. Because the world building jumps out on the page, obviously, but the characters don't jump on the page in Lord of the Rings. They're a bit dull, but the world building jumps out and the dialogue jumps out. The languages and the dialogue jumps out, obviously. Whereas my book, the characters jump on the page, but the world building also jumps on the page too, because I describe a lot of the lands through the character's perspective. What the characters hear, see, think, you know what I'm saying, say. You know what I'm saying? I describe a lot of the lands through the character's perspective. Hence why my world building also jumps out too. I stay away from rambling on for pages describing the sunset, the trees, the lands. No, if you do that, your book can be boring in some sections. Hence why I stay away from info dumps. If you want your world building to stand out, focus on your characters, obviously, but focus on the character's perspective of the world. And if you do that, your world can jump out. Your world will jump out more. You see what I'm saying? You'll see, I mean, when you read my book, like Tachus and them, they talk about the South. Lithia, Bell and them, they talk about the people from the North. You know what I'm saying? And when you read it, oh my God, Ivan's world building does jump out because he describes the lands through the character's perspective. And if you do that, your story will be more interesting. It will be less boring. See what I'm saying? And Peter Jackson's not stupid. Once he reads my book, end this video here in a good minute here. Once he reads my book, or I can talk for another like 4 minutes. Once Peter Jackson reads my book, it's falling in his mind, holy shit, Ivan wrote a masterpiece, man. This book is better than J.R.R. Tolkien's Lord of the Rings. Yeah, it's better than J.R.R. Tolkien's Lord of the Rings. He's gonna start thinking about all the scenes in the book, obviously. The beginning with Tachus the First his life, young Tachus, never been outside the walls. Holy shit, this is an amazing story, you know what I'm saying? The end, war in the end, when Tachus and his entire army, 50,000 army, and his cousins and all them, and his southern friends, they all fight in the war, they all march towards the wall, and all the civilians are lined up along the walls throwing flowers. And they open the wall, and Aratat's waiting for them like 100 yards ahead, or whatever, you know what I'm saying, outside the wall, and they fight in the war. Something like Helm's Deep, right? Holy shit. Picture the scenes in your mind, yeah. Ivan, even though Lord of the Rings is a masterpiece, man, Ivan's movie will take the edge. If you pour $980 million towards Zanus, obviously, and you have Aratat and then features on them be devils, walking devils, unheard of action scenes is better than even the Helm's Deep War, obviously, and unheard of world building better than Avatar and what you got for Lord of the Rings from Middle Earth, and you have me acting the movie as Tachus' lead, kicking ass, and you have VJ act as Lithia, obviously, I can't see Lord of the Rings topping Zanus. But it'll be very, very close, but Zanus will take the edge by a margin. Motor might even tell me, I read your book, but I think your movie will take out Peter Jackson's Lord of the Rings by a margin, obviously. Because I'm acting in it, guys. I'm acting as the role of Tachus, man. And I have a unique presence on the screen. Like, everyone else are all normal on the screen, whereas Ivan O'Meara is not normal. When you see me on the screen, it's very unique. I have a unique presence on the screen because I have the God gene, you know what I'm saying? Show my camera here.